So design management for me is the creation of possibilities to help people perform tasks as best as they can. And it could be general things like working, for example, or it could be living, for example, in a city. Design helps by fostering change and transformation processes. In what way? For example, by helping people make decisions. Should I recycle this product? Should I not recycle? Can I recycle? Can I not? 2, by helping people perform their task. So it could be, for example, the actual disassemble of a chair so that I can take it to recycle. 3, it could be the achieving of the goal. So actually taking it to the recycling depot or whatever it could be and recycle it. And 4, by imagining better scenarios. Could we imagine a situation in the future where waste would not be as much as it is now, where recycling might not require the steps that are required now? So how do we teach students to foster this or enabling this in our curriculum? The program has 3 years, it's interdisciplinary, and there are 3 things that mainly the students learn: design, communication, and business. In the first year, the focus is on facilitating activities. It could be, for example, as I said, communicating the different components of a product so that they can be recycled. In the second term, the students start really working towards fostering this transformation. For example, helping an organization, a textile organization, be more circular. In the second year, the focus is on transforming, helping transform an organization. So it could be, for example, that there is a new research about how to foster brain health, and we work with an organization in order to explore what is possible to help people better take care of their brain. Now, who is people and how do we help these people are all questions that students study or get to explore. The students learn in parallel in this second year, the first term, project management, business, or designing organizational processes, designing structures within organizations, and also how to manage different aspects in an organization. For example, how to manage a change process. In the second term of the second year, students learn to design services and learn to make organizations or processes more resilient and more regenerative. Regenerative meaning fostering life or putting life at the center. What does it mean to put life at the center, for example, of a program like design management? It could be helping our students to work. Now, something that happened in the second term of the second year that for us is really important is that the student can do an internship. They can do the internship in Switzerland or they can do the internship abroad. We call the internship the prototyping of their career. So it's where the students start applying what they are learning. So some students might go to an organization like Roche, for example, to work with the team on site experience and see how do we help employees work better. It could be that the students do research in that context, design research, for example, interviewing and observing. Or it could be that the students go into an organization to help with this process of management, a transformation process, through helping an organization learn. It could be that the learning is about recycling processes, for example. In the third year, the focus is on a system, transforming system, so the scale is larger. A good example of a system for people to understand is a family, where different people interact together to go about living together, learning to live even. So you need to imagine, for example, a city is a complex system where there are different components. You have schools, you have government, you have families, you have a church or churches, you have mobility within that city, you have several processes, like again, the waste process. What are recycling processes, what are waste processes, what are food processes, and how that food results in waste or not. That could be an example of different components within a city that come together to interact. For example, the city of Zurich. And how to look at different aspects to help that city in the future be better. Be better at enabling mobility, be better at enabling interaction within the city, safer spaces within cities, safer spaces for children to play, reducing energy or better using that energy. The use of water, rethinking how are we using water. Can we better collect water and reuse water? It could be through having better social services, and those social services could be services for the elderly, services for children, kita services, how we provide better education to our young children, or how education is changing. What will be education in the future? They also learn or keep on learning about economics. They have business challenges. They keep on learning about sustainability, particularly enlarging the concept to regeneration, that, as I mentioned before, is putting life at the center. They also learn to communicate the design process and report that design process, preparing them for their thesis. And we also support them with workshops about how do I prepare to find a job, which is a question that most of our students have. Something that we teach them about finding a job is to do not imagine the process of finding a job as a linear process. Again, for us, this starts in the second year, where they need to explore through the internship what are their strengths, where they can thrive, what type of organization they would like to support, what is something that they would like to learn that they have not learned to better support that, and how they can do that in the third year. And so in the third year, they have an idea of themselves in context of organizations, and hence they can start imagining their career path differently, with more knowledge about themselves in organizations. In the third year, they need to work on their graduation project, and that's something that is called the thesis. And the graduation project is the first time that the students identify an area for improvement or an area for change that they would like to explore, and also how they go about changing that reality. So it's the first time that they design the design process and the method that they will be using to understand that reality for themselves. And they also communicate to people with no background in design how was that they went about changing that reality. And that is also a skill that helps them find a job. So there are 4 examples of what our students work then after. So what are possible career paths? One is design manager, leading teams within organizations. The other one is customer experience, enhancing the experience of people with products, with services, and with organizations. 3, it could be employee experience, helping people work better in organizations. And 4, it could be the design of services, enhancing the interaction of people with diverse services that organizations offer. There are more roles in our website that you can go and see. So if you want to create like a designer, enable like a manager, lead creative teams, then study Design Management International at the Hochschule Lucerne.